I will be demonstrating how to assess and remove calculus from 4 teeth. We'll start with 10 facial for subgingival calculus with the Gracie 1-2. My patient will be in the supine position with their chin up and their head slightly to the right. The light will be above their chest, angled at the maxillary arch, and I will begin at the 12 o'clock position doing surfaces away. So to determine the correct working end, we look at the face of the instrument and we can see which edge is the lower cutting edge. So we will get our grasp and our fulcrum in the midline of the tooth. We close our face of our instrument 0 to 40 degrees, enter subgingivally, open the face of the instrument till our lower shank is parallel with the tooth, since our cutting edge is 70 degrees. And then we do the assessment stroke, staying subgingival the entire time until we feel calculus. And then we can firm our grasp, firm our fulcrum against the tooth, and move into that calculus removal stroke. And then I will move to my 8 o'clock position. My patient will face away from me, and I will flip my instrument and do the same. So calculus removal strokes will be short and biting, and again our assessment strokes will be long and feather-like. 3 lingual, more subgingival again with our Gracie. We will start with Gracie 13-14 to do the distal first. So I will be in the 8 o'clock position. I'll use my mirror for indirect vision. So to choose the correct working end here, we place it between the molars, and our instrument should go up and out. We'll start on the distal. We get our fulcrum here, face towards the tooth, subgingival, and then you can open the face. Again, it is self-angulated at 70 degrees, so we can be parallel, the lower shank parallel. Assessment stroke till we feel calculus, and then calculus removal stroke. We can do the mesial and the lingual surfaces with our 11-12. Start at the distal line angle, face towards the tooth, insert subgingival, open, horizontal oblique strokes across the lingual there. I'm going to come out, reposition myself, insert into the mesial line angle, and finish our stroke. And we go all the way to the middle of the mesial, and we want to see if there's any calculus in that interproximal area. So now we would like to explore. Start with 10 here, look for the correct working end, start surfaces away and back at 12 o'clock. And with this assessment stroke, very good. 8 o'clock, flip my instrument. And we want to roll and pivot on our fulcrum to keep that toe third of all instruments adapted to the tooth. Save on any injuries here. And then 3 lingual, or I'll be at 11 o'clock. And get our correct working end. So same thing, enter at the distal line angle, work distally to the interproximal. We'll just turn our instrument using the same end, enter at distal again, go across to the mesial using long, slow, methodical, feather-like strokes. And then we will move down with our scalars to do supragingival calculus. We'll start on 24 lingual with our H6, H7. So I will be again at 12 o'clock for surfaces away. We'll start. And my instrument, you can see, has a bend. So the correct working end is the tooth goes against the side that is not pointing towards the tip. 24 lingual, we will start in the middle of the tooth. And we only assess and scale on the enamel with these instruments because they come to a point and they have 2 cutting edges. So assessment stroke until we get to calculus, and then we do firm, short biting strokes. So again, the enamel might be 2 millimeters under the gingiva if it is a healthy patient. So I'll flip my instrument, I'll go to 8 o'clock and do the same thing, midline of the tooth, and I'm only on the enamel. and really adapt and roll and pivot on that fulcrum to not lacerate the tissues with these. Next, we'll do 30 buckle with a Nevi 4. So with these, similar to the 11-12, you insert between the two and you look for what goes up and out. So there's that. So the inside you do with the distal. I start at the distal line angle, assess, and then we'll just turn our instrument, and the outer side of the instrument works for the mesial, lingual, and buccal. So we'll stay right along the edge of the gingiva there. It will come out and reposition, go up into the mesial. So because the H6, 7, and the Nevi 4 are at a 90 degree, the cutting edges are 90 degree to the instrument, we do have to close the face of the instrument towards the tooth, so that way you get that 70 to 80 degree calculus removal stroke. So now we will check those teeth here with assessment stroke with our 11-12 Explorer, starting at the midline again.